Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Shino. We're back in all the mods 10 to the sky. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Man, thank you all so much for the warm welcome on episode 1. It just went out yesterday. And this is the first time I've recorded since then. So thank you all very, very much. And if you're a new subscriber to the channel and you just started here, as a result of all the mods 10, please give me a little shout out down in the comments below so I can thank you for joining the channel. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Hey, what are we working on today? I'm going to go into my board. So this is kind of the direction we're going to be going today. We are going to try to get into Power a little bit, but I do want to talk about what I'm doing as far as a build goes. Kind of like what I did last year, we're going to have multiple levels and not a big flat world. And I want to add a lot of green to what we're doing. So I have been tirelessly pounding out the trees, getting the saplings, cutting them down, putting them over into this little automated area here. And I did have to put slabs up there to keep water from getting inside the barrels. But I can put whatever I need to compost up into there. It runs it all through, pops out the dirt on this side, and that gives me my dirt. Now I take it down there, drop it down, put down one grass seed, and just let it go. And looky there, we got us a sheepy. We got a sheepy. I need a name for the sheep, so let me know any ideas there. Typically, my first chicken is going to be named Gerald. That is a long-standing tradition that I've had for decades on Minecraft. As my first chicken's always called Gerald. So we're waiting for Gerald to show up. But we do have us a sheepy. And I did notice that when I was doing this, that most of this area down here is river. And we've got, you can see kind of the dividing line right up here where it becomes plains, which is cool. So I may have to go a little farther out that way to be able to kind of get, you know, where I need so we can get more animals to spawn in. Also, there's these little white things that are floating around. Looks like there's one right out off the edge here. Someplace. There it is. Those are lost souls. I actually killed one. I don't know if I was supposed to or not, but I wanted to see what it was. And it wouldn't sit still, so I stabbed it. And got a lost soul. So that's cool. All right. We are going to be putting in our workshop is going to be going in right here. And this is where a majority of the crafting and everything is going to be taking place at. Just like what I had in ATM10 or ATM9, excuse me. I had a centralized workshop like this. I'll put in the AE2 system right in here for auto crafting. And then we're going to connect all the storage drawers up all along the edge. And they can go all the way up to the ceiling. Not a big deal. Because it'll all be on AE2, right? We can just craft it whenever we want using the storage buses. But yeah, so we're starting to move some stuff down here. Secondly, I wanted to go ahead and start putting in a larger scale production area. So I have worked on that. We now have a diamond stone generator. And it's kicking out a lot of stone and it's forcing it into here. I do have 3 now of the superconducting or superheating elements. So we have 3 of those now, which are providing, power at 60x the normal. The other 2 here is just 3x. But that's putting a lot of lava into this 8x magmatic generator. Do I have? I do. I've got it right here. So we saw the normal magmatic generator, right? And if you hit the U, you can see that if you put 8 of those around a diamond gear, you get an 8x magmatic generator. So it produces at a rate of 1,280 FE per tick. It has a higher transfer rate, 16,384, and it can store up to 4 million FE in that one itty bitty block. So that's what I've done. I've got this all set up. And then I just ran just the normal pipes power cords out to a bunch of flux hammers. And right now we just have this set up for stone to turn into gravel on this one, sand on this one, and dust on this one. And it's dumping that into our 3 boxes right here. So cool. We got our automation kind of sort of set up. Primarily, I was running out of the redstone, so I definitely needed to get that going. And we were also running through the gold and the copper pretty quick, so I needed to, or not gold, not the copper, the gold and the iron pretty quick. So kind of putting everything together here so that we can generate more and more resources, and then we can learn how to process those resources, which is what we're going to be working on today. And hopefully we don't need too much power for it. Let's see. I want to click on that. And I forgot all about this, but I remembered yesterday when I was kind of getting stuff played around. So if you open up the crafting table, you put your cursor over an item in your inventory and you hit for me, it's the K key. I think that may be for you too. You do that and it will auto compress the 3x3 grid down to it. So I can do that to get my iron. Cool. And then I've got, coal setting up here, wood's coming into here is where I'm putting an end at. Right now, everything's still manually placing it. Okay. I don't have anything automated for putting it in here. Hoping to get that fixed today. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's go. I think we got enough resources now that we're going to be able to do this. At least I hope so. I still have this going over here. So this one's still working. We'll move it downstairs when we get to it. Let's click that. Where is the iron? 23 iron. That's not too bad. 41 gold. Okay. So yeah, like I said, things are starting to kind of come in. We've got it coming in from multiple locations, and we're having to kind of contend with it as it comes across. And I don't mind that. I'd prefer to have a lot of resources together. But you can see I got this stuff here. It needs to be moved. In fact, let's do that now. If we can. How much more space I have? I got enough. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Yeah, there's 7 in there. So didn't quite have enough, but that's okay. Let's go get this put away. It's going to be nice having all the resources into one spot. Once we get this all done, it's going to be so nice. Just one spot to go to, one spot to click on stuff. Yeah. And then this over here. But we got to get, one of the first things I'd like to do is to kind of get all of this put up, get this all connected onto my storage controllers. I think that would be helpful. Cool. Let's see. We got, check this area over here. And I have no iron in there. But I do have some nuggies. We'll take those nuggies out, convert those over. Oh, here. Yeah. Here's where the iron's at. Yeah, so I did upgrade this one to an iron furnace. I think I did that on camera, but I did another iron furnace, plus I've got a gold furnace. We're going to combine all of this together when we start to relocate everything. But what's cool with once you get to the iron furnace is you can start doing the auto input and output, which means I can throw, powders up here and it will process for me, and I don't have to sit here and babysit it, which is cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, let's take a look at what I have here. So I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and clear that off, that off, that off, that off. We'll clear the barrel off. We're going to need to get more of those. I do want to get into our first inferium. So let's grab that. There's that little spirit soul there. Oh, hey, yeah, check this out too. Wandering Trader came by and was selling wither skulls. Right? That's awesome. So I bought 5 wither souls, and our mob farm over there, we're starting to get some apotheosis gems too. So I'm super excited. I like the apotheosis stuff. I cannot wait to get all of that going. So I'm going to need to do that. Cool. Come up here. And we'll throw that in, that in, that in, that in. Just throw all that in. I'm just going to need couple of seeds for right now. And these do have, like, they'll start getting resistance, and then you can, like, you know, make better seeds with better yield, and we may get into that, right? It may be something we get into. All right, let's make our first Inferium seed. Oh, looky there. All right, and I'm going to pop it, place it, and we're going to twerk. All right, so as we're doing this, what we're doing is we're getting more Inferium. There we go. We got 20. What we're not getting right now is any extra seeds there. So we're going to need to make our Inferium soil. And I think I may have everything I need to do this. I'm hoping so. So let's go to here. Inferium farmland. Yeah, we can do that. We got everything with us. We do. All right. So with that farmland, now we can swap out this, put it in right there. We'll put our Inferium seed back on it. And now we should get a chance of grabbing seeds. There we go. Look at that. We got 2 of them already. How much we got? Let's see, grab some more soil here. We're going to replace this little corner right up here all with Inferium. Is what my plan is. So we'll do that and that. And we'll need a total of 9. So 8 more. Cool. Drop 2 more on there. And all right, that should give us enough Inferium. Let's, we got lots of seeds. I actually got 5 seeds. So we only need to make 1 more now, don't we? We can do plenty of that. So let's, you got another one. There we go. Full 9 space there. Excellent. There we go. That feels good. I like having that done. So now we're going to start growing more and more Inferium. Throw those up there. We'll save on those seeds. We'll be able to start growing more and more Inferium. This is not going to be the farm for this. We're going to end up moving this out and putting veggies all back in here. We're going to be putting in a large scale mystical agriculture farm. Probably, you know, kind of like what we did before. It'll probably be like, yeah, go like right out in this area someplace. Well, yeah, we'll put in a bunch of mystical agriculture stuff there. Oh, and something else to look at. Ancient debris. We've got 4 pieces already. Let's go ahead and hit the R for the recipe on that. And we can go to the sieve. We can see we get that from crushed blackstone. Crushed blackstone is what you get from regular blackstone, and regular blackstone is something that you get as far as a pebble goes. Now, I was trying to make the blackstone in the barrel. And if you read this, it tells you that the contents, the witch water is consumed, the lava is not. Okay, remember that. All right, remember that. Let's go take a look at obsidian. Hey, I hear. Hey, where'd you guys come from? There's 3 of them. Huh? Cool. Don't like those guys. Go down here for a moment. Let's see what happens if we go inside here. Can they get me? We'll find out. Craziness. I should have brought my bed down with me. Yeah, they're kind of hanging out like right over the top of me, aren't they? All right, looks like I got 1 more left. I got 1 phantom membrane. Come on, you. Come on, this is it. Why is he taking so much? Come here, you. I want you. Here we go. Yeah, got him. All right, let's sleep. And we'll take the bed downstairs too. There we go. Good morning. Take the bed and we'll put it downstairs. Yeah, looks like a good spot for now. Hey, what do you think about the floor? Is this all right? Smooth encased dark oak planks and braid oak planks is what I've gone with. And then solid cobblestone bricks. And I've got someplace I've got smooth ones also. Soft cobblestone bricks. So, you know, a couple different varieties. We'll keep coming through here and texturing this a little bit better as time goes on. Now, what did I do with the stuff that I had made? So, yeah, the diastolic, or the, not the diastolic, the uraninite from last episode. So I was trying to figure out how to edit the, what do you call it? The quest book. And yeah, so what you have to do, you actually have to go into creative mode, or not in creative mode, but open the world to a LAN and allow cheats. That'll give you the option of being able to do the actual, I was trying like, oh, and I was thinking there was a button you had to hit, right? And when you do that, you'll see like a pencil will show up right there. And then you can click on it and that'll take you into the quest line. And what I did is I changed from the raw uraninite to just the uraninite. You remember it was the ore one, the what's the other mod there? Oritech was the one it was looking for. So I changed that to the Power uraninite. And now we've got that one done. So cool. We can move on to there. That gives us the option of completing those. We'll grab that stuff. Cool, cool. And then now we're ready to get into the energizing orb. So yeah, I want to get into some of the basic power stuff. I want to start getting some of the power generation going from power instead of, this one that I'm using. And then once I get into that, I can start using the gates so that we can move power around seamlessly. There's a stack of that. There. Let's give us one more. Now let's take a look here. We're going to need that plus glass. And I'm probably getting low on glass. 30. I have 30 pieces of glass left. There is our energizing orb. Clear that out. And then do we want to make the starter or the basic cables? Let's take a look at both. So that's the starter cable. That's the basic cable. I think I would rather go straight into making the basic ones. 2000 FE per tick, 500 FE per tick. Yeah, let's go straight into making the basic ones. So we're going to need this thing, which is going to take a redstone block. So again, just use that little K. We go. And there we go. So we can clear that off. We got that. We can clear that off. And we can clear that off. Okay, next thing that we're going to need to make is the energized steel. And that is one iron ingot and one gold ingot to get us 2 of those. So let's get this thing set up. We should have enough power from this thing to do this. So I'm going to put this. Oh, no. We got to do something else first. That's going to go right there. We're just going to put that right like this. And I'm going to give it. I didn't want that there. I want that to be right there. All right. We need to make the rods, don't we? Oh, I saw another animal. Horsey. Yeah, we'll keep you. We'll keep you. There we go. 2 animals. I can't wait to get everything all down to one spot. There we go. Let's make the starter. I should have made 2 of those. All right. And now, do we have everything we need? Block of quartz. Oh, quartz bricks. Oh, that's why we can't do anything with that anymore, can we? Let's see. Oh, yes, you can. You can turn it back into a block of quartz. See what you got. A tree capitator. That would be a good one to have. 45 emeralds. You are proud of that, aren't you, sir? There's 7. We're going to repair this. Oh, need one more. That way we got full durability on it. There we go. Let's go see this guy. Thank you. All right. Look. That's not a guy that you can capture, right? Is it? I did it. It tricked me. Oh, man. Everything's coming up. Shino in this one. Awesome. All right. What were we doing? We were going for this, right? So I need 2 of those. Need 2. There's 1. What are we missing from being able to do the other one? Nothing. They just don't stack. That's what it is. Cool. All right. So now we should be able to put that right there. Put that right there. Yay! We got our energized steel. Okay. So we can take that one. Oh, what do we get? Another basic one. That's good. I'll take it. And energized steel. We got another energized steel. Cool. Okay. So let's talk about the power generation stuff, right? So the reactors, we know about those. The magmator and the fernator, okay, those burn the stuff. So if we were to put a magmator in here, it would be, you know, identical to that right there. Not a big deal, you know, it would work. So that's cool. I don't want that though. I want to go with the thermal, what's it called? The thermal generator. So this works a lot like the super heating elements work, right? You put it on top of that, and that's what generates the power. It has to have water going into it to keep it cool. But yeah, that's how you generate power off of it. Thermal paste. Okay, basic capacitor. Seems pretty doable, right? Seems pretty doable. Look at this one more time. So we're going to need this. We're going to need 3 of these. So we're going to need 12. There's those 3. There's that 1. There's that. Cool. Thermal generator. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to need, I'm going to put this back into there. We are now going to need to have water coming into this thing, right? So for now, where do I want to put this at? I need, let's just make another sink. Sinks are cheap. Oh, let's see. We've got, I updated this thing too. So yeah, I got an extra one put up here, and I can drop sand in and produce clay. So I don't think I'll need any more clay for the rest of the series, but you know, we never know. We might. I'll throw that up in there and let it cook. All right, let's get us a bucket of water, and there's our sink. So how are we going to do this? I think for right now, I'm just going to put this right like that. And then we can just do a pipe like that. And can I use that wrench? I can. Cool. And then let's put a improved pipe upgrade into it. Boop. Cool. Okay. So this thing is going, and this is a starter one, right? It doesn't produce a whole lot. But we can go ahead. I want to see what kind of reward we got. Basic capacitor, a large one. That's good. And then we can upgrade it to the basic tier, which will produce 80. And that's not real hard. You know, it's a little bit of an upgrade there. And as you go along, you know, as we upgrade these and we're able to make more and more, like we could probably get to this point since we can make the energized steel, and that would be producing 200, or I'm sorry, 100 FE per tick, is what that would be generating. Now this one still, yeah, this one is overproducing everything else that we've got. So this is just the beginning stage of this process. We can go ahead and clear that off. And if we wanted to, we could, I don't have any with me, but if we wanted to, we could actually end up hooking that up also. So eventually we'll get our power system set up, and it doesn't have to be near this stuff, right? Once we get into the gates, which I don't think, can we do the gates yet? Ender gate starter. So we've got the obsidian, we've got the cables, and we might be able to 50,000 FE. 50,000 FE. Yeah, I mean, we could, and we'd need an ender cell too. I'm just trying to think through if this is a, you know, because we're still limited on our resources. So I don't want to go, I don't want to start committing into something that, you know, we can't quite do. So there's the energy cell. Starter one wouldn't be a problem. Basic, we'd have to have 2 of the starters to make the basic, and that might be where we start running into issues. Yeah, I don't think we're quite at the point where we can start doing that yet, but soon. You know, that's something we'll be able to start doing really soon. Okay, speaking of, I think the next thing we want to do is I want to try to get everything automated into the furnace, so we can start getting stuff processed. And at what point does this furnace start using power? All right, I've got a plan in place. I think let's do this. Let's work with the iron furnace stuff here for a little bit. I'm going to put all of the power stuff on hold for just a moment. We're going to make the upgrade to the diamond furnace. and then we're going to add it to the factory. So there is that. Cool. Let's take a look at what we're going to need for this. Any stone, some paper, and a piston. All right, let's see if we can put this together now. So I want to start here. Going to need some wood, and we're going to need a little bit of stone. There we go. 4 pieces of stone. Now, hey, got it. Okay, it's now a factory. 4 slots. That's cool. Let's upgrade it to the diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. That's even better. Cool. Now we want to take a look at this block right here. Now let me take take that augment out for a second. Let's grab a few sticks. So we got to make a comparator. And I'm out of redstone. Grab us a little bit. There we go. There's our comparator. And we need a few more pieces of stone and a furnace. Should have plenty in here now. Cool. There is the wireless heat transmitter. And then this is the wireless heat receiver. Now, the thing that I don't know is this something that when we turn to a factory, it's no longer usable? And I think it might be. Let's put the factory upgrade in. It might be. We'll put this over here. This thing can receive power. Perfect. So it's starting to build up on power there. Awesome. Not sure of the range of it. I've never used that thing before, so this is kind of a testing, learning experience for me. Let's take that. Let's go to here. And we're going to need another comparator. Okay. So we have that. Now, can I put this into here? No, you cannot. So that does answer that question. Now, if I come up here, though, and I go to this one, hey, there we go. So now I never had to put fuel into just a normal furnace. But I do have to have power coming into one of these, which means now I think what I'd like to do then, we will put this thing right there, and it's getting power. So cool, that thing is now powered. Okay. All right, I think next thing we're getting to is going to be modular routers. Yeah, I think so. So we're going to need a puller, and I'm thinking we're going to need a Mark II, and we're going to need a sender Mark II. What else we need here? Let me think about this. Creative, detector, distributor. I don't know if we need a distributor yet. And we're going to need some speed upgrades, stack upgrades. And what else do we need? Probably the filter. Yeah, let me gather some stuff up. We're going to need some paper. Let's go ahead and grab that. And I don't quite have, all the resources in place for how I want to do this yet, but I am going to go ahead. I think we're at the point now where we can just say, hey, normal or doubling will be just fine, like that. Because I've got the stone breaker tool here, so I can do that. And that'll give me, a pretty good amount. Not the best in the world, but it'll give me a pretty good amount. So I'll throw that up into there. And give me that out of there. All right, we're going to need, gosh, what else we're going to need here? For all these filters, we're going to need glass, gold, lots of paper, gunpowder. We're going to try and see how many of these that we can make. Just like to get one would be ideal right now. I think I could at least get part way going with what I want to get done. We'll do that. And this gives us 4 routers, and let's see, we're gonna need look at the puller. We're gonna need a sticky piston. That's gonna be the gap right there. I don't think I have. Oh, I do. Hey, that's right. Trader came by, sold. Was selling those. I think we're gonna have to make 2 pistons, one for the puller and one for the pusher. One, and we'll turn one into a sticky. Cool. So there's that one, and I think. Oh, and then I need an ender pearl. Is that right? Yes, ender pearl. Okay, so there's the puller. Mark II, and then, oh, need one more ender pearl. There we go. That'll take care of that one. Oh, a blaze rod. Okay, so we won't be able to do that just yet. There are some ways that we could get a blaze rod without having to go into the nether, but I don't have time for that right now. So let's go ahead and work on just this part of it right now. Okay. So I'm going to put one router right there, and I'm going to put one router right there, and we're going to put one there and one there. Cool. And then I think we're going to need to make another compacting upgrade, and we're going to make the advanced one also. So we're going to make both of those. So we're going to need 4 more pistons. Grab 4 of those. Then we're going to need 4 of those. It gives us the first one, and that gives us the second one. All right, this is where things are going to get a little difficult because I want to do this in a particular way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this first, and I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to put that upgrade into it. Cool. And then, yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just do it like that. Okay. And now for here, I'm going to put a puller module, and we're going to shift click on that, and I'm going to put that into there. Okay. All right. We're going to, this is going to be tough. Let me think about this. Let's do can't do the stack upgrade. So right now we're pulling. So we know that's something that we don't want. That's something that we don't want to compress. So advanced compacting upgrade, block that and that. Oh, I don't want that to go there. I want that to go because I don't need this underneath there. Need that there. Okay, it has it. Perfect. Okay, I don't want it to do anything with that. Don't want it to do anything with that. Is that cool? I think that's cool. So right now it is taking the aluminum chunks. Okay, now we're going to take the sender module. We're going to click on that one. And then we can put that into there. So now it's sending that ore into here. It's going into this barrel. Okay. Now I can do this to the input. Oh, yeah. It's not compacting it though. Right. There we go. Okay. So now it's starting to process. And we're going to put this auto split. Okay. So everything is now coming into here from this one. It's going to be sent into this one, but I need to limit so that only certain items are coming over to here. And that's where we need the filter at. Okay. So I want to limit the puller module to only be particular ores, right? I don't want it to pull everything out of here. And that's what it's doing right now, is it's pulling everything out of there. So I don't want to do that. And each puller module has 9 filter slots. So we're going to we have 10. I don't want aluminum yet. I want 10. Osmium would be a good one. Lead, I'm not going to worry about lead just yet. So not going to worry about nickel just yet. So gold, silver, iron, tin, osmium, copper, gold, iron, tin, silver, osmium, nickel. But yeah, there we go. That's the ones I want right there. So I'm going to click on that, and we're going to whitelist, and we're going to put each one of these up here. So cool. We got a whitelist on that. Now we can put that back into here, and it's only going to pull those metal pieces over. Cool. They'll bring them into here. They'll get compacted. Then they'll get sent over, And now we got to take care of the extract from here, which I think for now, I'm just going to use this one right here because this has not got anything going on with it. We'll drop that down there and we'll do the output and auto output. Cool. All right. That's one step closer. All right. We now want to make sure that we can get everything flowing into our storage system the way that we want it to. And we're going to put like the metals and everything down on this side. So we're going to have to make, a lot more drawers. We've got a few upstairs. Let's grab those because we're not using them anymore, I think. Yeah. Let's grab that one, and that one. Make sure they didn't get thrown into here. Nope, we got them, all three. And I'm going to check this one over here, see what else we've got that we might need out of this side over here. There's still a lot of gold here that needs to be processed, a lot of copper that needs to be processed. We got a little iron. Yeah, we'll throw all that downstairs. And inventory's getting out of hand. We'll take a little bit of iron, a little bit of this gold. Start kind of getting everything squared away where we want it. So we'll do iron and gold. Here we go. Hey, now we're starting to get an inventory system together. All right, so what do we want to do? We want to make the storage controller. For that, we are going to need to make a couple of drawers. Grab that and grab us a stack of that. I don't think we need anything else. Here we go, 4 drawers. Another 3. There we go. There is our storage controller. I'm going to try to, I wonder if that thing will link. I can't remember how far this thing will send. I think we'll be all right. So we're going to put this, one. I mean, I'd like to have it so we could access it from here also, but for now, we'll put it over here. Right there. And then we're going to need to make a diamond and 2 gold. One of those. And then an emerald and 2 gold. Cool. And we got enough stuff to make another piston. Do one of those. And then an ender pearl to upgrade that to a Mark II. Cool. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this. It says 24 blocks is the range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I should be fine. So we can put that there. And this is the cinder. Oh, no, I got to have a puller too. Whoa. Hello. Cool. All right. There's another sticky piston and that. And then an ender pearl. And we get a Mark II. All right. So the range is 12 that it can pull from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's the farthest that it can pull from. So I'm going to put this, we're going to put this right here for now. And the sender module, we're going to send it to that. Everything that comes in. And then the linking tool will be all of that. And how far over can it go? It can get most of this, but not all of it. Okay, no worries. We're just going to go ahead and leave it just for this area right here for now. So that's what's linked to this one. And if you look at the storage control, you can see everything that's in there. It's listed up at the top. Cool. All right, configuration tool. I'm going to set this on, what is it? Swap mode to locking. And I can click that. They're all locked. They are all locked. Sweet. So nothing can go in unless I tell it to. Awesome. Okay. Oh, I feel so good about this. All right. And then puller module, we're going to pull from here and we're going to put it into there. Okay. So aluminum can't go anywhere because it's not in the system. So we'll just take this and boom. And now aluminum can go in. Now we should be getting copper. Copper doesn't have a spot. So we can do that. Now copper can go in. Yay! So whenever we see items not flowing this direction, it's because we know that it doesn't have a spot over here yet. So gold, osmium will be something that we need to have set up over there. Silver will be something we need to have set up over there. Tin will need to be set up over there. We don't have enough spots for it all yet. Let's do that. Let's do that. Cool. And let's make some more drawers. All right, so a few more chests put in. I had a couple accidents with the axe, but no biggie. Let's go to the locking tool first. We want to make sure that everything that we add in is locked before we do the connection. And then we can link. So there we go. Now those are linked to it. And now we can drop in the ores. Boop. So what does that say? That was already one. So I'm going to, we're on the linking tool. So we're going to, can't remember how you unlink it. There it is. Swap axe to remove. Boom, remove it. And then we can unlock it, and then we can clear it, lock it back, add, and there. Cool. Very nice. So now everything that is coming into here, when we have a total of 4 come into this spot, it'll kick over to there, it'll get smelted, it'll pop down into here, and then it'll get routed over and into our storage system. So now we are completely automated from creating of cobblestone here all the way through to creating and storing our resources over here. And I call that a win for a very, very long episode. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino. We'll come back again next time and continue working through all the mods 10 to the sky. See you soon.